Hey guys, so today I am filming a get ready with me style video, totally informal. I'm just sitting here basically talking to you, rambling as I put on my makeup and make decisions as to what I'm gonna do. I went into this only really knowing, kind of like, I used the NYX contour palette. I knew what foundation I was using. I knew what blush I was using. I didn't know what type of look I was gonna do. I knew I was going to use the Sugar Pop palette by Too Faced. I did a fun look with some teal and some coral, the purple, a lot of the different shades. But I still kept the look very my style. If you are like me and you like looks kind of typical to what I like, sort of like smokier, like a sexier like eye look, and you tend to go for more natural colors, don't be scared when you see products like this because you can apply them in a way where you can still get the colors and still have fun, but do it in a way that's your style. So that's part of makeup, is just learning your style and what you like. But it is something a little different and I really enjoy doing it. Again, it's probably a very long video. We're just sort of gonna just do this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you're looking for any specific products or anything that I mention as I go, or if you want to go back and see something that you may have missed, I will try my best to link everything that I talk about and list everything that I talk about and use in the more info below. So I hope that you guys enjoy the video and keep watching if you want to see how I did it. Okay, so we are going to get started. I'm using my dampened beauty blender, and then for my foundation I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus in shades 25 and 30. I literally just do like a little half and half action and just, ow. Okay, my nose, I don't know what I did. Have you ever like had, ow, like a bad injury and you don't know like how you did it? That's totally going on with me right now. I don't know what happens. I'm having to be like super careful. I remember when Brad and I were like playing with Olivia, I think we like headbutted each other, but I don't remember hitting my nose. It may have been something that happened like while I was sleeping. I know that lately, like with allergies and stuff, like if I'm asleep, I know I've done this before, my nose will just be a little sore, but it's never been like this. Like it's giving me headaches, like it's hurting like all in my eyes, it's swollen, it's like sore right here. Ow. Oh my gosh, it hurts. It like hurts when the shower hits it. It's like, it's nuts. Anyways, like when I'm asleep and my nose is itching, sometimes like you'll be too aggressive and you'll like go like that and you'll hit it too hard or scratch too hard. I think maybe that also could have happened. But long story short, my nose really hurts. It feels like I'm being a little funny with my beauty blender. It's because I am. I'm like afraid of hitting it on my nose. And then I'm using my NC20. This isn't a duo, but I really just use the NC20 side. Yeah, and just sort of any little breakouts or areas. I feel like I'm like way over. So it's gonna be like the most informal video ever. So I'm just, which I like. I mean, I've said this before, but I kind of like doing these sometimes more than like actual tutorials because we can make mistakes together. I mean, not that you can't in tutorials, but like, I don't know. I just like to keep it real. I don't like to look too like, you know. I just have a lot of like darkness and like little weird spots that are left from all my hormonal breakouts that I had when I was pregnant and that are like still, like I'm still trying to just like get my skin smooth again. That is like the challenge. But the concealer does a really good job. Okay, and then I'm taking my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I use the shade Light Plus and an F25, which is to me just like the absolute best brush for setting anything. I don't put any powder under my eye area right there because I don't like this powder to catch on my under eye concealer or corrector, so I don't use that until after this. So I'm not layering that on top of powder because I'm not putting this powder under my eyes. I like to put a different powder on top of that. So just very lightly. It looks like I'm applying a lot, but I'm really just kind of, just a little bit. Then I'm gonna take my Pixie corrector, and this is the, you know, pretty peach one. You can already see, like, it totally gets rid of any of the bluish shadows or anything under your eye. It's awesome. You need just a little bit. I like to just use my finger. Sometimes I've used my little micro mini beauty blender sponge. I like dampen it and swirl it. I'm gonna go get that and do that. So usually I've been getting ready in my bathroom, so I had to bring everything in here, so I had to go get it. But anyway, so I'll take it and just swirl either and it's already dampened, the fat end or the pointed end. For doing this, I like to use the fat end. And see, it's just perfect. So, yay. And then, like, if you have any veins or anything, like, on your brow bone, you can kind of just, like, dab it and fix that. Like, where your skin's really thin on that middle part, too. You really don't have to do anything else. If you want to do, like, a really lighter product, you can. And if, I don't know, I can use my It's CC. And, again, we put no powder over this area, so you're not layering this over a powder. So I just put, like, a little bit right there, and then take this into my beauty blender and just sort of do like that. Or you could have taken the small one. Well, this time I just used the big one. That makes it a little brighter. What I do is, because with my makeup setting spray, I like to use a brush and go behind it and do like that. I find that if I have my blush or my bronzer or anything, it can sort of pick up on this and put it where I don't want it. So I really want to set it at this point where it's powdered. And I've been using the Caudalie Beauty Elixir to do this. There's a lot of... Okay, tip number one, don't talk while you're doing that. There's a lot of products that are good like that. I might do a face sprays video soon. I should put my hair back. Not like it's super great and done anyways, but I take a brush, like this is a F50. You can see where I've been doing that because it picks up some of the product. And then just sort of, that product has alcohol in it, so it dries very quickly. Need to add a little more. So, my very favorite though is still the Urban Decay All Nighter, but that one works great too. So, you can just sort of dab it and that picks up any of the extra powdery crap. And then I'm going to do my brows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz and Taupe. And I just fill in along the top. And I just sort of keep it light. And then I keep looking, like, I do it close up and then I like to look at a distance because sometimes you can really tell more about what you're filling in when you look in a, like, more far away mirror. My stomach is growling. If you can hear my stomach, it is like majorly growling. I think we're gonna go get lunch after this. Okay. So, they look even, close enough. Just love that brow product. And then I wait and do brow gel at the very end so no more powder really clings to it. I'm going to use a little bit of my olive oil and lemon Nivea. Okay. I've been using my NYX palette sort of as everything, including bronzer. I still get comments from people, and first I use that before I start on my crazy rant. I still get comments from people when I talk about bronzing and contouring that are like, oh, you can't use a bronzer for contouring. I saw a video of it. And, okay, but the thing is bronzing and contouring are like verbs, and you can use an eyeshadow to contour, you know what I mean? So you can definitely use a bronzer to contour, as long as you're not bronzing with it. So it's, or whatever, vice versa, whatever you want to do. As long as the tone is right, which this is very similar in tone to the Laguna, even though the Laguna is a bit different, has a little bit of shimmer to it, and might look just a little bit more natural, I think the Laguna does. So what I do anyways is I just start with that lighter color, and this is what I would do with my Laguna. And I kind of touch it right there. I use a bigger brush. This is that Chanel angled brush that I love. And this just sort of puts down my foundation, like to start any contouring. Most of the time I'll just leave it like this. And that's probably what I'll do today. I'm not going to add any like darker colors. And then I go up my forehead. So yeah, don't fall into that like contouring trap. I remember I went to this, oh my gosh, probably like 6-7 years ago, I went to this class when I was like really into doing that. And it was a makeup class, and this like master artist or whatever the heck they call them, was doing this class, and it was all on contouring. And she was doing it with eyeshadow. So if you contour with a bronzer, the contouring police are not going to come get you. And if they do, you just tell them they're stupid. Then I just kind of blend around so it doesn't look scary. And then I take that and I sort of go down my neck. I'm not a big neck makeup person. I don't like to put like foundation down there or anything. But I do like to add a bronzer or that color or something down there. On the other hand, if I was actually gonna bronze my skin, like I would use a brush like this, which is the Marc Jacobs bronzer, and I would literally like go on my nose and okay. Point is, bronzing and contouring are different, but you can use a bronzer to contour, and you can use a contour product as a bronzer. Okay, enough. And I do have that demo video with this if you want to see me go more in depth with it, but I'm gonna take my F35 brush. I'm going to take this yellowy one, and I'm actually going to put a little bit right there, and I usually don't put any right there, so not a big deal, but I'm going to take the lighter one and go right there, and that sort of sets the under eye concealer, but I don't like to put a lot of powder there, so I'm just keeping it mostly on my cheekbone and not so much like way under my eye. Put a little of the color right there. We'll blend it all in a second. But just sort of place it. And then I like to take the light color and just very lightly. I do something kind of different with this almost every day. I'm not going to do anything to my nose. To me it looks kind of red. I don't know what's happening. It's just bizarre. It's like so weird. I should probably do something to it, but I'm not, because it's like I don't even want to touch it. See, it looks like dark right there. It's like bruised. Maybe I'll do just a little. Probably gonna regret this. I always hate when I contour my nose. I think it looks so dumb. Not dumb, but I think it's just too much trouble. No big deal. And a little bit of the light in the middle. Okay. I'm gonna do my blush, which I would usually save to the end after the eyes, but I'm just like doing it all right now before I even start the eyes, which it's not usually what I do, but that's what I'm doing. And this is the Chanel Rose Ecrin. Super, super good stuff. And then with that same brush or with whatever you want to do, I like to take this color right here, which is very similar to the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Highlight. And just, it gives your skin just some radiance, you can see. Okay, so let's get into the eyes finally. It's a process, you know. So I'm gonna take the NARS, this NARS Porto Veneer eye paint, and this is the best brush. It's an E44. So good for cream products on your eyes. Like, I can't live without it for my Maybelline tattoo colors. This one as well. You can use these with your fingers, but it's just easier for me to use a brush. And go a little under, whatever. I'm still like not 100% with what I want to do with this look, but I have an idea. So I may, I don't know, we'll see as we go. So I'm gonna start first with this angled brush, and I'm gonna use this shade called Peach Fuzz. And I'm just gonna like put it right here so that none of the dark colors really go in that far. This is like, this is preventative. We're just making sure we don't have any mistakes. I'm actually gonna take this blackberry color on an E55. This is so pretty. And I'm just gonna dab it, starting the outer corner. I'm gonna dab it in like that. Blend it all out in a little bit so no worries. Before I add any other colors, I'm just going to blend the heck out of that, just so that I don't wipe off any of the other colors that I'm using. And then I'm going to take this malted milk ball, kind of flip that brush over, so you have to use a million different ones. And I'm going to tap that right where that ends and just sort of blend that, or pat that on the rest of the lid on the inner part. Pretty, pretty. These colors are pretty together. This color's a little chunkier, has some sparkle to it. I'm going to take the macaron color and put that right there, just around the edge. Why is it I always I love this combo. I always go for like a coral peachy color and like a purpley like gray or taupe or brown. I just love that combo. So that is pretty. I'm going to go ahead and take, I'll take this rock candy color on a bigger brush. You can just sort of, for your brow highlight. No big deal. And now for the fun part. What color do I want to use under? I don't really want to use the blue. That could be fun though. We'll do the middle first. So I'm going to use this strawberry ice color, which is a really odd color, or an odd name for a light purple. But it's really super pretty. The colors are really smooth. And I've been using the natural matte one more than this, so I can say that those colors are really smooth and blend really well. So I'm glad that these all do that too, because this is like the first time I've ever even used this. So yeah, I actually want a little more, so I'm gonna get a different brush. I actually wanted a little more of that, so I'm gonna kind of pat it on with a different brush. So now I'm gonna take this, I'm so torn, I don't know what to do. I don't know what color to put underneath. We may just experiment. First, what I'm gonna do is take this, the malted milk ball, and I'm gonna put that down first. So I'm gonna put the blue, I'll just go over it. I'll just use that same little brush, and I'm gonna use the blue raspberry, which is that teal color. And I'm gonna put it right here in the middle. Just flattering, like right in that center part, like under your eye. It's just very glowy and pretty. It just kind of really goes with that other color well. So, really easy. And then I'm going to use my Makeup Forever liner on the top. Alright, and then I'm trying a new mascara. It's the Makeup Forever Smoky Stretch. I used it yesterday for the first time and really liked it. It's very lengthening. I've been wanting my lashes to look like really dramatic lately. I feel like they're just in a phase. You know how like sometimes I've experienced this like so much over the years. Like your lashes will be really good for a long time, and then like they'll go in this phase where you can tell like they're not falling out, but just like new ones are coming in, and they'll be like a clump with like none, or they're just shorter than usual, and then they come in and it's fine. But I feel like that's what's happening right now. Yeah, I really am liking the way this turned out. It's pretty. It's like, if I looked at this, I wouldn't think, oh, these are colors that are like my style or anything, but I really think that you can sort of like apply makeup in any way that's your style. Like you don't have to look and think that, oh, I would have to like paint them on all crazy, make them look like bright or like rainbowish or anything, which is really pretty, but that's just not what I like to wear. I feel like you can do it in a way that's still sexy, that's like, you know, this is how I like it. I don't. So, lips is what I need to do next. So, gosh, I'm like all over the place. This is so funny because it's like when you plan a tutorial, you have everything and you know what you're using, and it's just like using Whirl by MAC. Probably my second favorite MAC lip liner for sure. My favorite is Dervish. And I'm using one of my little Charlotte Tilbury minis from that set that I talked about, I believe, over Valentine's Day. And this is the Bitch Perfect. I always feel slightly inappropriate when I say that name. It's just a pretty color. It's just one of those lipstick colors that I think anyone would like. Put a little bit of Oyster Girl by MAC on top. Just a tidbit. I don't like a lot. I don't like to like layer gloss and have it feel goopy. So that's not it. I gotta add brow gel. I always forget to do that. I always try to do this very last because I find sometimes when I do brow gel and then like I do, you know, like face powder or just like totally mess this one up. Your eyeshadow, like your highlight shades or anything, like it can stick to it and then it makes it look like you've got like crusty goop. So crusty goop is not, it's not good. Okay, so I would highly recommend this palette, whether you are really into bright colors or you're like me and you like bright colors, but you just apply it in a more like darker, smokier way. You can still totally pull this off. I love this and I'll definitely be reaching for it again. So I'm really excited to try some other looks with it. I'm itching now to use the Sugared Violet and the Bubblegum shade. So we might do another one if you guys like these kinds of videos, which I think you do because I've done these in the past and you always like them. But anyways, I will let you go. I hope that you guys have a great day and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.